Okay, let's bring back the red glasses today because they look good with the black. So, what's today? Happy Wednesday. Today's YouTube video post is brought to you by me. I'm the only one. I'm the only one here, and I think I'm the only one that watches my videos. But that's okay because that's a whole idea, actually, that this is a video journal mainly for myself, maybe for somebody else, one or two people who get some kind of weird benefit from listening to me share my thoughts for 5 minutes a day, which I understand I haven't been doing it every single day. Um, I've been trying to be on it, but I work all day, and what happens is I get busy, and the next thing you know, it's the later in the day, and I'm kind of tired, and I feel less motivated um, to make a post. My brain is like empty and tired, but I'm trying to keep it going. Just do it anyways. And today, 5 minutes. What I wanted to talk about was something that I I just kind of noticed thinking about this last week. And I was thinking about it from some other things related to this book that I've been reading, again, called Not Nice. And, one of the things that I notice about myself is that it's very easy for me to pay attention to other people. When I'm outside in public, I tend to be looking at other people a lot, looking at people's faces, looking at people's expressions, making eye contact. I am not exactly sure why. I just know that's what I tend to do. I pay attention to what other people are doing. I pay attention to other people, and I don't know if that's more or less than other people. I'm quite aware that I do that. But, you know, maybe maybe a good thing about that is because I'm a curious person. I'm curious about other people. I'm curious about what people are doing, what they're thinking, what they're wearing, this kind of thing. I think a lot about these things. But what's the opposite of a benefit? One of the downsides of this that I've noticed about myself is that because I'm always looking at other people and especially looking at their faces, I pay a lot of attention to facial expressions. One of the downsides is that I am I'm noticing all those negative facial expressions, or I'm maybe taking on other people's weird energy, weird vibes. Not everybody has weird vibes or weird facial expressions, but it is something that I've brought up, that I've talked about, that I notice that now then when I am out and about and I'm using a wheelchair, which is usually if I'm out and about now, I get a lot more weird energy and weird facial expressions from people than I ever did before. And and it can be really frustrating. I feel frustrated a lot of times. I feel annoyed a lot of the times. It's hard for me not to pay attention to those things, and hard for me not to internalize them and take them personally. I know that I have friends or family or people that are like, well, the solution is just don't take it personally. Don't, whatever. But okay, yeah, that is the solution actually. It's a good solution. But for me it's pretty hard, and I think it connects to the fact that I'm always paying attention to the people around me, my surroundings, other people. So, yeah, one of the things that I've been practicing doing more of this week, last week, up to this week, is just paying less attention to other people. Looking, not looking at people's faces as much as I want to, not making eye contact, just not noticing, trying not to, there's my 5 minutes, trying not to notice other people so much, or trying not to focus on what other people are doing, and just ignoring that in some way, which maybe that is something really easy or common for most people, actually. But for me, it's challenging, but it does have a benefit. I did notice that it is true. I practiced it pretty well last weekend. I had to drop into IKEA, pick up a few candles, and I just was like, okay, we're gonna practice. Don't don't even look at anybody else. Don't look anybody else in the face, in the eyes. Don't look at them who they are. Don't look at their clothes, and I did pretty good. I'd say 90%. There were still people that caught my eye. What are these people doing? Or, interactions. But here comes the kitty. Kitty. Okay. There we go. But it does work. It did work. And it does help because, it's just, that's the way it is, right? The less I notice other people looking at me, or the less I pay attention to that, the less often I see people looking at me weird. And then the less I feel frustrated or annoyed by it at all. So that's a new lesson for me. Maybe it's an old lesson for other people. New for me, new challenge, something that I'm working on. And it'll take me a while. It'll take a while of practice for me, that because I'm just so used to engaging, energetically and visually with other people. So anyways, that's my 5 minutes. Happy Wednesday.